Hey guys, I am laying out back on the ground, on a towel, on my stomach, in the sun. Yes, I am. Marlena is back. And instead of doing our normal videoing of all the nail art and stuff like that, I decided, since we're doing these fruit pieces, to show you how I do it, especially on a refill. So what I have to do, because these pieces are just thick, I don't know, some are thinner than others. That's why I dump a lot on my table, so I can sift through them and pick out the thinnest ones I can possibly find. So if you're doing this sort of thing on a refill, you want to take down the nails that are going to have these super thin. Go as thin as you possibly can without drilling the product away from her fingernail altogether. And then ask her, not to bang it on the table or knock off the dust or anything while you move on to the other hand, because it's super fragile. So what I'll do is I'll put a thin coat of clear acrylic, and then I'll put the thinnest pieces I can find in there. And then I will totally encapsulate it with clear after I finish the rest of the nails, because I'll just let those dry in that first little thin layer I put in there. So with these things, you got to be careful, because the thicker the product is that you're putting inside, the more acrylic you're going to have to put on top to make sure it's all inside of there. You know what I mean? It's usually best to do this stuff on a new set if you're going to use thicker things. I personally think the manufacturer should try to get these fruit slices a little thinner. I don't know if you've ever experienced, there's pretty thick ones in there, you know what I mean? But there are thinner ones that you can use. So you want to totally encapsulate that with clear acrylic. And that's why, if you're doing a refill, you want to take the nail down super thin so you have more room to work, because when you have to pull the clear acrylic over top, you don't want to bulk it up 3 feet thick and then have to file like a goddamn maniac the rest of the day to get a decent shape to the nail. So these Fima clay art pieces can be pretty tricky sometimes, but they're really, really cool to work with. She picked the grapefruit, and then we're just going to coincide with some colors on the other nails to go with it. So we'll go ahead and file the sides and file the free edge, and I'll contour the nail as I usually do. I'm not going to put too much work into this part, because my fine grit carbide bit is going to do most of the work for me with my encapsulation. It's going to take down the bulk. It's going to flush out your cuticle area, your sidewalls, and just bring it right down to the free edge. And then I'll probably hit it with the file one more time before I'm done, just to get out any drill marks that the drill might have left. And here's the clear coat over top of it. I've already done the other nails. They're really, really pretty. I love this shade of pink. It just goes with the grapefruits. Have a great day, you guys.